Hey, what's going on, my beautiful people? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court. In today's video, we're going to talk about your ex marrying the rebound. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that little bell so you're notified for all the newest content. Before I get into the content, if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website. Click the coaching tab. Either book an email coaching session or a one-on-one coaching session. Thank you guys. In today's video, we're going to talk about your ex marrying the rebound. And in this guy's case, his ex getting engaged to the rebound person. And he's wondering, how is this considered a rebound if this person is deciding to marry this person? So it's still considered a rebound. You guys know what I'm going to say. If you haven't taken the time to heal yourself, to get over all of the mixed up emotions that you're going to be having from this past person, then the next relationship is guaranteed going to be a rebound. So he reached out to me on my Patreon account, and I'm going to read that message to him and to you guys, and you can get coaching along with him. And if you guys are interested in my Patreon account, I'll include that in the link in the description below. So Court, I don't know about this one, bro. They just got engaged after 6 months and we were together for 4 years. Is this considered a rebound? Yes, it's still a rebound. If you guys are familiar with my channel, then you know that what I've seen is rebound relationships can last anywhere from 3 months to 2 years before it turns toxic. And it can turn toxic way before then. And what I mean by toxic is there's lack of communication, they're not compatible. There are things in a relationship that shouldn't be happening. There can be some abuse, maybe some neglect going on. And that person realized at some point that this just wasn't the person for me, but I have to stick with this thing because I want to see it out. I want to make sure that no one is going to be making fun of me or, making me feel like I made the wrong choice. Because when people get into these rebound relationships, they are very prideful. They want to make sure that they can prove to the rest of the world that their decision that they made was real, and that their decision, on top of that, their decision to leave you was actually a good decision, even when there may be other people in their life telling them, hey, that was a poor decision. So the message, like I said, I'm gonna go back and break it down. They just got engaged after 6 months and they were together for 4 years, and we were together for 4 years. Now the question I'm going to ask you though is, since I know this is a woman that you're dealing with, I'm going to break it down because I know women pretty well. And I can almost guarantee you that something was going on that you missed. There were some signs that you didn't pick up on. Because if you're in a relationship with someone for 4 years and they stuck with you for 4 years, they were trying to give you a chance. And what I know about women is they will check out of the relationship before they even talk to you about it. She might have been gone a year ago. She might have been mentally checked out, but physically still with you. And you didn't pick up on it. You didn't see the signs. There must have been like some, I know people are going to come at me, all right? Don't come at me. I know everybody's going to be like, all right, listen, it's her fault. She was the one that was, being disloyal, or she was doing this or X, Y, Z. But like I said, I know women, and if her feelings weren't there for you anymore, if you couldn't get her emotionally charged anymore, if you were just going through the motions and she had this indifference about you, which if she came to you and broke up with you, she probably seemed a little bit cold, distant. I'm sure you're going to message me on Patreon. And she probably was already checked out of the relationship. Now, this is something that women tend to do. And if you're not on your, once again, don't come at me. If you're not on your purpose as a man, if you have slipped, you're not courting her the right way, my quote, court me or lose me. If you're not courting her the right way, if you're not making her feel special, making her feel like she's an equal, because I've heard that before too, like when you don't make a woman feel as if she's your equal, if you're not making her feel like a high priority in your life, these are all questions I'm asking you right now, then most likely she had already checked out of that relationship. Now, if she was someone that, struggles with some type of trauma and she has like attachment issues where she has to go from one person to the next person when she's not feeling happy or fulfilled in a relationship, then that's the type of character this person is. And unless she goes and gets some type of counseling or therapy this is the type of person you're going to be dealing with, even if you guys decide to get back together. Because what I learned is, if they haven't taken the time to heal themselves, to make sure that they are getting rid of those trauma landmines, like I talk about, I feel like so many people have these landmines of trauma, that if a person that they're with comes along and steps on one of those landmines, then they'll get triggered back into the unhealthy state that they were trying to repress all along. So chances are, if it was a 4-year relationship, now don't get me wrong, this person is still in a rebound, and it's probably going to break. What's the percentage? Only 10%? Only 10% of rebound relationships last. There's a quote by Dr. Wayne Dyer that goes, "No one knows enough to be a skeptic about anything." So I'm not saying that this is 100% a rebound situation. And there's a whole bunch of little situations where, people are questioning whether it's a rebound or not. If they get pregnant, if they get married, if they move in with the new person's mom or dad, it's still considered a rebound relationship, because they haven't taken that time to heal. If she is going to therapy and counseling and healing herself while she's in that relationship, then there's a good chance that the relationship could go somewhere. But how many people actually do that? How many people are not caught up in the moment, which many people do, where they just don't feel the need to heal themselves or to better themselves, or bury themselves in some type of personal development? Because around the holidays too, like, you're worrying about Christmas shopping, you're making New Year plans, you're doing all these other things that's going to be distracting you. And once you have this lull in your life and you have to reflect on what's going on, that's when they're going to start feeling everything that they thought they didn't feel anymore. All the things that they were trying to repress, that's when it's going to come out. And if this person is a healthy minded person, I'm going to go back, recap for you. Then she probably just fell out of love with you, and she didn't know how to break it off with you. And you'll see a lot of women do this. Don't come at me, all right? You'll see a lot of women do this, where they will have their replacement person set up. This may have been someone that you already knew, or it was just a friend, or someone that was, a new coworker at work. And they'll go ahead and make that decision, because they don't see any use of wasting any more time trying to rely on you to improve yourself, which we talked about before. Now, a lot of people want to do personal development, and they just think to themselves, all right, this person's never going to change, so why should I waste any more of my precious life and put myself on a bench, essentially waiting on this person to get themselves together. So if you found this video valuable, go ahead and click this link where I talk about the 6 stages in the rebound relationship. And if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website at www.fruitfulseeds with the Z at the end, or you can follow me on my other social media accounts. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is I am Coach Court. Thank you guys.